Happy Monday, everyone! For those of you who are new, I'm Sarah Stimson, founder of Embrace Your Space NYC. I'm a professional organizer who helps people gain clarity and peace through getting organized. I work with people going through difficult transitions, and I help them make their space one that greets them with love, propels them forward, and offers comfort, clarity, and focus. Every other Monday, I send out these newsletters with tips for getting and staying organized. So welcome! Now, we're in the thick of tax season, and whether or not you've crossed off taxes from your list this year, this is the perfect time to lay the groundwork for an easier, more organized tax preparation for next year. Today, I'm sharing with you 3 tips to simplify and streamline your tax preparation. Trust me, your 2015 self will thank you. If you've ever seen me work or seen my apartment, you know that I am an avid Post-it note user. I write notes to myself because I know that if I don't write something down in that moment, then I'll forget it. My brain just is not trained to remember snippets of information throughout the day. But the beauty of being organized is setting up systems to make it easy on ourselves to keep track of and remember and access things. And the same goes for taxes. See, when I was doing my taxes this year, I came across a lot of questions and steps that I know I'll encounter next year. And in order to prevent me from expending extra time digging up the same information and guessing checking next year, I came up with 3 systems to put into place to save me time. These are easy systems that will dramatically simplify and streamline your next tax preparation. First, I suggest you make a list or spreadsheet of all the accounts and documentation that you collected and used this year. This includes employment and income data, as well as receipts, documentation, and business-related expenses. And don't forget charitable and medical deductions. If you keep a record of what was involved in this year's process, next year's collection process will be much smoother because you won't be starting from scratch. And even though this can change from year to year, especially with big life changes like a new job or relocation, you'll find it helpful to have a master list to guide you. And for those of you filing quarterly like myself, this master list will be 4 times as useful because you'll refer to it 4 times each year. You can use Excel, Word, or even a pen and notebook, whatever works best for you to track the accounts and the documents you use this year. Second, consider starting a 2014 tax file today. Set your future self up for success by putting into place the systems to make next year's filing easier. Depending on how complicated your taxes are, this may just be one file, or it can be broken down into subcategories with a file each for receipts and deductions, income information, business expenses, home expenses, and so on. Don't make it too elaborate that you can't maintain it, but do make it specific enough that you can find what you need when you need it for next year's filing. This is just kind of common sense, right? It's easier to track this stuff as the year progresses than to wait until next April. So start now. Finally, I recommend writing down the questions you had this year and the solutions to them. This may seem unnecessary now while it's all still fresh in your mind, but just as the information that comes my way throughout the day will disappear if I don't write it on a Post-it, these tax questions and solutions will also evaporate before your next filing. Do yourself a favor and record it now so you don't have to reinvent the wheel next year going through the same quandaries. Be sure to write down whatever considerations you made for this year's filing and any new or unusual deductions you took this year, and so on. I hope you all have a smooth and organized tax preparation experience. Happy organizing!